Change starts with a decision. No more excuses. It don't have to make sense to nobody else but you and God. Everything that makes you you is why you're so important. Your strengths are the keys to the doors that, guess what? Only you were meant to open. We're going to use this 30 minutes to get some stuff done. We're not wasting no more time. There's so many things to do, accomplish, and to grow and build. You don't have to do everything on your own. Join us every Tuesday at 12 noon Central Standard Time. We are not moving forward to this next level in doubt or confusion. This is not included. This is Penny Owens, founder of Penny Owens LLC, a leadership empowerment consultancy where we are on a mission to empower professionals, small business owners, and corporate teams to live and lead in their authentic purpose, starting with the hearts of leaders and expanding to their teams, environments, and the communities that they influence. Good morning, this beautiful Tuesday. I am your host, Penny Owens, and I thank everyone who was here. As you can see, I'm about 6 minutes late. And how does that feel? How does that feel for myself? I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like not being on time when you're supposed to be somewhere or you're expecting something. For me, it makes me feel a certain way. It doesn't really matter what the situation is. I can't help but to feel a certain way because I want to make sure that I show up for you, for those that are waiting, for those that need me. And I just want to be my best self. And on the other end, when you're expecting something and it doesn't happen, it makes you feel a certain way. Okay. Anything from, I hope everything's okay, to, I don't know about this one. Okay. Is this something I should be looking forward to? Is it going to be okay? It just makes you feel a certain way. And that's what we're going to talk about today. Today, we are going to talk about being on time, on purpose, and why punctuality just defines a powerful leader. Now, like I said, this is Penny Owens. Welcome to Intentional Tuesdays, your weekly reset where we align our leadership with purpose, our faith, and intentional action. This is Penny Owens, and we do this every Tuesday on 12 noon. So today, because we want to prove a point. Now, today we are going to talk about something very simple, but very powerful. Being on time. Time is not just a schedule. It's not. It's something much bigger than that. It's a reflection of your discipline, your respect, and your leadership. And as leaders, how we show up speaks much louder than anything that we could possibly say. I'm sure you've been there, like we just discovered this morning. Well, this afternoon, depending on where you live at. It makes you feel a certain way when you can't control what's going on and you can't predict what's happening. And as a leader, you don't want the people that are following you to feel that way. You want to make sure that you kind of control what's going on, but you just want to show up and you want to make sure that they trust you, because that's what leadership is about. It's more about trust than actual just doing what you say or following the leader. It's much bigger than that. So just understand that time, as it may be, quote unquote, an illusion, it's an illusion that we actually use on a regular basis. Now, the first thing, like I said, it builds trust. When you're consistently on time, you communicate something without saying words. I respect this moment. I respect the people attached to it, and I respect my responsibility. There's a lot of different variables in life, and things always show up or things break down. They don't work. But it's up to you to work harder, to stay focused, and to push through, to prepare early on so that you don't have to rush and deal with the consequences of what just life does, because life don't care. It doesn't care. But people trust leadership who are consistent, and consistency starts with time. You want to start your meetings on time that you create? It helps to make sure that confusion isn't there, that frustration isn't there. People don't listen very well when they're upset. And being late signals disorganization or lack of priority. Like I said, they're following you. They're following your lead. So you want to make sure that that's not what you're going to leave behind as the first impression. Let's not do that already. So if you can't manage your time, then people will question your ability to manage responsibility. So how you show up, just ask yourself, how am I showing up when it comes to time, reliability, or the things that I need to be reactive to? Am I slow on the trigger when something happens, or do I know how to pivot? Say this to yourself. I will honor time and the time of others consistently and respectfully. Another thing that you want to do, being on time demonstrates discipline. Life does not care. So you have to just try to really fight everything. Fight what you want, what you don't want. You want to fight what may happen, just all at the same time simultaneously. And like I said, you just don't control the variables, so you don't know what you're preparing for. But it's a constant fight. Just understand that you have to be there. So before you can lead others, you have to make sure that you lead yourself. Discipline shows up in all the small things. And being on time is just one of them. It's one of those things that it seems small, but for some people, it's a lot. Preparation means being on time when you plan ahead. Okay. If you don't show up, you want to make sure that you show up, and you want to make sure that you're ready. Okay. Just be ready for the moment. As soon as you get there, like traffic or accident, anything can happen. But when you get there, be ready. You want to make sure that you make the decision that this moment matters. Prioritize it. It's important. So make sure you do the work to make sure that you get there. And your presence. When you're rushing, it's distracting. So make sure that when you get there, not only are you ready, but you are focused and intentional. Okay. Jump in. The water is fine. Don't be in there flustered, trying to explain yourself and everything. Yes, apologize, but get started. We don't want to hear anything. We just want to get you started and catch up on the time that we lost. Discipline creates structure, and structure creates success. So say this to yourself. Understand, I lead myself with discipline so that I can lead others with excellence. Okay, because God is intentional, and there's order in everything that He does. And as leaders, we are called to operate in that same intention. Okay, everything in order. Now, the third thing that I want to say, punctuality sets the standard. So as a leader, you don't want to just manage behavior. You want to set the tone. And like I said, don't be rushed. Just understand what this moment presents and be fully intentional in it. Okay. When you allow, what you allow becomes the standard. So you want to make sure that you also model that, because what you model becomes the culture. And if you're late, your team may think that it's unacceptable. And if you're prepared, your team will rise to expectations because that's what they know is required of them. So you want to make sure that you lead by example. Now, the leadership, the way that you impact the people that are following you when you're being on time, it builds a culture of accountability. It increases productivity and flow. Everything goes smooth because it started the way it's supposed to. And like I said, it shows respect for your goals and your vision, not just the people that you're working with. Now, leadership is called not taught. Like, people have to see it. You can read a book, but you kind of have to do it. So when you're doing it, people will mirror what it is that you're showing them. So just ask yourself, am I showing what I am expecting of others? And if you're not, work on it. Accept it, work on it. Don't just underestimate the power of showing up, because it is a huge statement, whether it's intentional or not. Say this to yourself. I set the standard through my actions, my discipline, and my commitment. So like I say, honor yourself, okay? You want to make sure that you build trust, that you demonstrate the discipline that you have, and you are setting the standard, that you are being the example. Now, like the timing, you can't control a lot of the things that life will do to interrupt your time, but you can at least prepare ahead of time. Take it seriously and be about that life so that people can understand who you are and who God created you to be. Thank you for showing up this intentional Tuesday on time and ready to go, because I really appreciate you and this moment. The things that follow, we can't control, but we can try our best. So thank you for being here for this lovely intentional Tuesday. And I will see you intentionally next week. Have a good one. Bye.